how people, how the sanghas, how harmonious they were, and how obedient they were in terms of lining themselves, for example, lining themselves while they're walking, and in terms of chanting mantras, and also all these things. I appreciate it very much for those people who are really obedient for this, because that tells me that how good these students are in terms of practices, and in terms of being follower. Because if you wanted to be follower of spiritual practices or spiritual masters, you need to be following the discipline. It was a great test. And of course, on top of that, of course, I have a lot of good experiences. For example, local Indian people are exceptionally welcoming, from the bottom of their heart, not really superficially. And they're always grant some help all the time, and they are more than helpful and more than sort of warm. And this is really something that, again, I should say that I appreciated a lot, because they can be very rude, and they can say, they can kick us out and say, what are you doing here? This is our land, this is our property, you cannot come, you cannot cook, you cannot do this, you cannot use my water, and all these things. But they never said that, and then they're welcoming from the depth of the heart, which is really overwhelming. And I think it was really a true color of the beauty of the Indian people. And especially India is known as the land of Arhati, land of Pakpa. Pakpa means it's the kind of a levitated land, not a really samsaric land. It's a slightly levitated above the samsara. So Jagar Pakpe Yul. So this is what we say. Of course, there are some problems also. We don't want to be watched, and they stare at you, and they don't want to go away. They just want to leave you. They don't want to leave you alone. They just look at you because full of curiosity. Of course, that sort of things are there, but this is our headache. It's not their headache, because we cannot practice the patient. We cannot practice the tolerance, which is one of the most important paramita. They are not doing anything bad. They're just looking at you and staring at you. But that is something very, very, something that we cannot cope. Sometimes it really drives us quite crazy, mad, crazy, like mad. We feel very kind of angry and irritated and all these things. It's a shame on us to get angry at them. They're just looking at you, that's all. Why can't you take it? I think really is something that is a superb kind of experience I had out of India and the Indian people. 무슨 정보지 용을 레와디 하정의 첨부 제나 다티 레와디 되게 이주발라 몰람 투자면서 인지미지 드롭스 공조가 받았어. 이미 대단한 볼라 다자와 치쇼도 그지여서 되게 땡도 없이 something be는 요르 첨부 되네 배 네박다 가서 똑cham부지 있어. 땡도 없이 다자죠. 근데 주된다.
Yes, I love to join again and again, and also I'm really praying to come again and again. And of course, I've always asked always his permission to come.
I want to follow the footsteps of His Holiness Gyawanchupa.
So I've been masing up on the color and the voice to the children number number door, any subject, who could never be she was color. Majewan is the one who so I wish you later.
Yeah, I'm very happy to do it again and again, and I think everybody should get such a golden opportunity.
We are very happy to pilgrimage. We think we are very lucky to do just the pilgrimage.
Firstly, we have come to solve problems to walk. Now we are all fit and fine. We feel so happy and we feel lucky one of the world because our Sovereign Lama is with us and His Holiness
many
and His blessing is always with us.
We enjoy very much. We all nuns want again we come.
Yeah.
Physically, it's quite challenging for all of us, but I think spiritually,